What a beautiful sunny day, man. Every day is a great day, and it's thanks. I'm just grateful to God, and thanks be to God for everything. Straight up, that's just how I start my day. And I smoke my joint, do my push-ups the whole nine. But yo, let me tell you a little story, cause I'm sure like how this guy get to how he is today. People don't just become like who they are unless like they're fake about it. Like, oh, I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be that. I told you I'm nothing. I don't want to be nothing. Everything is great. That's just me. But yo, your parents and all that, and your life as a child has a lot, and people what they do to you and all kinds of stuff has a lot to do on who you become when you become later on in life and who you are as an adult. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna tell you the story about this little boy. Let me tell you the story about a little boy. So there's this little boy that came to America with his siblings. He was sponsored here. Anyways, his parents did it. His parents separated, but yo, this kid, his parents and his family always treated him bad. This is the third kid of four kids, and he was given away when he was young, and he never. Why was he given away one, not the other ones? But anyways, besides the point, let's get into the story with this kid with his bicycle. So this kid, everyone has bikes and everyone has everything in America. So this kid wants things too. So he asked his mother for a bicycle so he could go out with his boys and ride their bikes. He's like 10 years old, 9-year-old boy. Of course, his mother says no. This little boy's a straight A student. All his kids, all his friends, they have everything: video games, TV in the room. They have everything, and they only have like C's and B's in school. And every time they get a B plus or a C plus, their parents buy him new video games, new toys. This kid has nothing. Going to school, one pair of pants, one pair of shoes. Anyways, let's get into this bike story. So he asked his mother if he could have a bike. His mother says no, right? But this little boy wants the bike, and he gets things for himself, like how he did in back home before when his parents left him. So he's like, I'll just go back and get it for myself. So one of his buddies has a rusted frame for a BMX. It's just the frame itself, no tires on it, no forks, no handlebar. The seat is rusted in, you can't take it out. The whole thing is rusted. The chain is rusted. It looks like garbage. But the little boy said, hey, I could take this and make a nice beautiful bike with it. So the little boy's buddy wanted like $20 for the frame. I can't remember how the little boy got that $20, but maybe he begged for it, he stole it, who knows? I can't remember, I don't know. He might have worked for it. Anyways, he got the $20 and bought the little rusted frame of the BMX from his boy, and he brought the bike home, the rusted frame home. And his mother seen it on the balcony. He's like, why you bring the garbage into my house? Take that garbage and store the garbage downstairs. And the boy said, no, that's not garbage, said the little boy. That's going to be my beautiful new bike. And then his mother laughs. What are you talking about? It's a piece of rusted garbage. Get that fucking garbage off my balcony. It's making my balcony look bad. Get that shit out of here. Get out of the house. But the little boy said, no, that's going to be my beautiful bike. I'm going to make it. I'm going to put the parts on it. It's gonna be good one day and it's gonna be great. And they laughed at him and called him an idiot and he's stupid and he's making up stories like always. And the boy's like, no, for real. He like, look, you just put some forks. It's simple. It's not an engine. You're not building an engine of a car. You just put some forks on it. You put some tires on it. You put a seat on it. You put handlebars on it. You put the brakes. You put the chain on. And then it's still gonna be rusted and fucked up. But then you paint it and it's gonna look brand new. Trust me, it's gonna look great. They just laughed at him and say he's a fucking idiot, he's wasting his time and this and that. But the kid begged until the mother promised she wouldn't throw it out, because that's all the kid had and he didn't want it to throw, especially he knew what he was gonna do. So anyways, a couple of weeks went by, he got the forks, he got the handlebars, he got everything he needed, and he put them all together. And now the bike was all put together, except it didn't have a seat. The pipe was still stuck inside. And the little boy took it to the mechanic shops to get the mechanics at Canadian Tire at Young and Steels to help him do it. And the mechanics, everyone was like, wow, you put this shit together. It was all rusty looking fucked up, but they still can't believe a 10-year-old boy put the whole bike together by himself. One mechanic said, oh, I wish my little boy doesn't even know what a wrench is, and he's like 15. And this guy, when the little boy was 10 years old, he looked like 6 years old because he was malnourished. Anyways, man, the mechanics couldn't help him get the thing out, but he thanked them anyways. He went home, he got the black and red paint. He painted the bike red and black, and he told his mother he's gonna paint the bike red and black. He just wanted it red and black. Anyways, he painted the bike. The bike fucking looked brand new now, except it was just missing a seat. The kid was the happiest little kid in the world with this little bike he built himself. All his friends were like, where'd you get that brand new nice looking bike? All his friends' parents were amazed. Everybody was amazed with this little boy and happy with him and happy for him. The little boy was super happy with his brand new bike. He was the happiest boy in the world. Only the seat was missing, and that's all he had to figure out about the seat situation. And but he was the happiest in the world, and he took the bike home, man. Brand new black and red BMX, man. And his mother said, "Where, get that stolen bike out of my house. Where'd you get that stolen bike? Get that stolen bike out of my house right now." And the little boy, "It's not stolen bike. That's the bike I said I was going to build." And his mother said, "What? You're lying. You're a liar. You're a liar." They called him a liar, and they called him a liar. They called him a liar and said he lied and never made the bike. They said that he called him a thief. They said, "You're a thief. You stole it." And he said, the boy said, "No, that's that rusted BMX. Remember I told you I was gonna put the forks on the tire. And remember I even said I was gonna paint it black and red." And they said, "No, you're a liar. You're a thief. You get a stolen bike out of my house." And then the little boy even took his mother downstairs and his brother to show where he painted the black, red, and paint. And you could see the bike where the bike was laid, and you could see the call like, "Oh yeah, you probably just did that. You probably just did that to so your story backs up." And they didn't believe that the little boy actually built the bike, brand new bike looking bike, and they just didn't want to believe it. They went on to proceed to call him a liar and a thief for another couple of weeks, and they denied it. They just in denial and completely refused to believe it when the whole world knew that this kid did it. Even the mechanics, everyone was congratulating, everyone was happy for him, except for his mother. And yeah, and this has been going on. And the little boy left his mother's house a few years after that, because this is just one of the stories of many stories where he was a straight A student. For example, he was a straight A student. None of his siblings were straight A students, but they all went shopping every weekend and laughed in his face. And then so the little boy went out and stole clothes for himself, you know. And then his mother would steal the clothes that he stole. She would steal from him. So the kid would have to go and steal it twice. And then the mother would call police on the little boy, and all kinds of stuff. So the little boy just left her house and just never looked back. And things been great ever since. And now the little boy is a big man, and he lives at York Mills, on York Mills with all the millionaires. For the second time in his life, and the first time in his life, nobody congratulated him and said we're proud of him. When the little boy was a grown man now and said, "Hey, remember I used to live at York Mills?" And they said, "When? You never lived at York Mills. You never." And I was there for like half a year in my swimming pool. I was on Twitter. They blocked me on Twitter. You can't check, but I was barbecuing and partying. It was great every day. I'm good every day partying, and everything is great. You know, everything's been great. The mother wants to call the man and tell him there's problems, and he's crying about the past. Like, I'm just telling you a story about a little boy, bro, while I'm here partying every day. You see my videos partying every day. Yo, I've been partying for many years. Last year I had a 4-month party. It's been great for a long time. And like everyone's happy for me. I'm happy, everyone's happy for me, you know. Everyone's like, "I want to have a big smile on my face like you too," when they saw me with my motorcycle last year and the whole night. But then you have people that are in denial, and like you could be beside Jesus Christ. You could be a billionaire, or like beside Jesus Christ in heaven. Like, "Yo, how are you?" "Oh, I'm great, man. Yo, I'm here with Jesus in heaven. Everything's amazing." "No, you're not. No, you're not. You're probably in hell. You just got some devil or something to fucking pretend he's Jesus. Yeah, that's what you did." They'll make up any crazy story, bro. They could be there in metal, in rubber, in fucking blue, black, and red, like you told them, and they'll just deny you and say it never happened, bro. He's like, but the whole world knows it happened, you know. So it's like, and then they go around the world and they tell the world crazy stories. "Oh, he beat the little girl with a baseball bat in his head." When the fuck did the guy beat the little girl and "Oh, he stole quarters from me"? No, that was your older son stealing from you the whole time. I didn't want to tell on him. I had to make the older brother, I had to make him admit that he was the petty thief that stole the fucking quarters and loonies to play video games from this woman who fucking wanted to blame the little boy, calling him a petty thief his whole life, you know. So then of course the little boy's gonna go and fucking steal and shit. You're calling him a thief anyways, bro, when the man's breaking his back, you know. But how come the little boy hasn't stolen like 20 some years, you know? Yo, check with the CRA, Canadian Revenue Agency, man. You see that video I have with the 10 stacks? It's only 10 stacks. It's not. Yo, that came from the government, bro. That's my tax refund for 6 years. I've been working since 2000, since like 2099 was my first job, bro. I only did the taxes like for the 6 years, because I've been living in 100 million places. I worked in 1 million places. There's no way I could get all the T4s, and the government say, hey, we could send you a lot of money if you did it. I'm like, how? There's no way I could get that paperwork to you. So they just send me, they're like, well, we could send it to you. For how long? We could do 6 years. I've been working for over 20 years, man. But they send me that 10 stacks. That was for the past 6 years only, you know. So at least I got some back. But yeah, I had money before that. I had like that's only nothing. I had like double that when they sent me that. I had more than that when they sent me that. And then I did spend that. I spent a lot more money on rent since then. A lot more than 10. Like you spend 10 grand on rent every so and so months. And with all the groceries, and I smoke a lot of weed, some beer, some, you know, you take your girl out, this, that. Money goes fast here, you know. But I'm grateful. It was great. Thank you, Canada. You know, thank you, Canada. I came here with a suitcase, man. Just like in 13, I'm on York Mills for the second time, and I was about to be homeless last month. I couldn't find a place. No one would take my money. It was crazy. I don't even know how I ended up here. Jesus found this place for me. It was crazy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the story with the little boy, man. But you know, don't believe everything you hear. Just because they're professors and they work at some school, maybe they're lying. Maybe they're covering up for their older brother. Maybe for their firstborn, who's really the petty thief. You know, who knows what they're really doing. But don't believe everything you hear, man. You know, just because they're a professor, this and that. You know, I wouldn't even hit a fucking grown man in the head with a baseball bat, bro. I hit him with my fist so they know it's me and they can't make up no stories. Oh, he attacked me a bit. Nah, bro. The man beat you hand to hand, mano to mano, bro. And you're like, you know what I mean? Yo, bro, don't make up no crazy stories, man. And don't believe everything you hear from these educated liars, because that's all they are, bro. And the more educated they talk and articulate, yo, these guys are deceitful. They're being deceitful. Why are they being deceitful, bro? What are they trying to hide, bro? Or maybe they just don't know and they're making up stories. Or maybe they just pitch bad story because that's how they have a bad image of you, and you could be in heaven with Jesus and Jesus could say, hey, bro, that's boss president, that's my boy, he's the best man, that's my boy, you know. And oh, Jesus, no, Jesus, you don't know, he's the word, you know what I mean? They'll make up anything they want to make up, bro. But you know, just not to fucking swallow the truth, because the truth is hard to swallow sometimes, you know. It is. That's why I got blocked on Facebook. They want to block me on Twitter, because the truth is too much for most, bro. I'm sorry you're a deceitful prick, and like the truth doesn't match with your agenda, but the truth is the truth. And you know, the truth comes out, bro. You can't hide it forever. So you guys have yourself a good day, man. You know, I have to go back smoke my joint because it went out. Well, you guys have a great day like me, and have a great day. Bring Jesus in your life. Like, you know, things been going up for me since I made my peace with God, bro. In the bottom bunk TV cell, bro, with all the killers, bro, like 20-some years ago. And my life's been getting better ever since, man. Talk to God, and you know what I mean? Talk to Jesus, bro. See what happens. You know what I'm saying? You guys go back to enjoying your life now, bro. Like me. Don't know, bro.